videos. Barrio called Lavapiés, where it's really international and there's so many different cultures and there are a lot of different types of people here, and that's what I love.
It's also the center of Spain, so you can it's easy to travel everywhere.
The whole district thing about in Madrid, there's just so many different areas. There's a bohemian area, there's the gay district, there's the preppy district. There's just so many different places you could explore to go out, and it's amazing. It's a great place to actually practice Spanish with locals.
When I first got to Madrid, it was a little overwhelming, but in the best way possible, because it was just this big city that I felt like I could explore endlessly, and there was just so much to do and so many people, and I personally love New York and big cities like that, and it sort of reminded me of that, so I was really happy to be here. And now, once I've been here for about a month, I'm really enjoying the city. There's so much culture, so many different neighborhoods. I still feel like there's so many things I have left to see, and what I love most though is the people here. You know, you walk down the street and everybody says, "Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal?" And it's just a very friendly atmosphere, even though it's such a big cosmopolitan setting.
The more I explored and the more I just got to know the city, I found out that there's way much more to see than just the tourist spots, and what you need to do is just go out there and have no regrets and don't worry about having a game plan or anything. You just go out and explore and go in all the intricate little streets, and you'll find tons of culture, and you'll just understand what the real Spanish lifestyle is.
I chose to go on EAP because it was just the easiest thing to do in terms of choosing a program to go abroad with. All of the classes transfer, and you get to meet people from your own school and from the other UC, so I know that the friendships that I make here will be able to continue when we're all back in California. And the EAP people at Berkeley are really, really helpful, and there's a whole support system here in Madrid, so it's been a really positive experience, and I'm really happy with my choice.
What I like about Complutense is that there are two campuses, and they are separated from each other. So that means we have to commute from one to another, and it's the adventure of having to take a bus, running to another bus stop, and having to take the metro, and it's just a different it's an adventure and something different that we're not used to back home.
Complutense, they asked us one question: what do you hope to find in your university? For some, it was simply classes. Since there is no pre-registration for classes, you need to look up the schedule, which is posted on the boards in the hall or online. Once you find the class that you want, it's time to go to the department or facultad that the class is actually taken in. Depending on the classes you're taking, you may be going to a lot of different facultades all over Ciudad Universitaria, which is the name of the campus.
It's just a whole different atmosphere than any other school in California. It's just also, I think the classrooms are more personable. The teacher knows your name. In California, we have 300 student classrooms. Here, at most, it's like 20 students. So the teacher knows who you are, and so they help out if you're falling behind, especially since it's harder for students like me who are learning this in their third language. And I guess the last thing are the people. The people here are kind, they're really nice, they'll help you out.
What I like most about the University of Complutense is that it's a really beautiful campus and it's really big. I'm from UC Irvine, so my campus is a lot smaller, and I really feel like you get that university vibe here. And in Madrid in general, everyone's just chilling outside, but here, like when the weather's really nice, the students are sitting outside and talking, and it just has a really great vibe to it. Some differences between Complutense and the University of California, I would say, is that the system of picking your classes is very different. Here it's more like a trial and error. You kind of have to go to class and see if you like it, and if you like it then you give like a card to your teacher, whereas I feel like at the University of California you have a system online where you enter the code and you take that class and whatnot. It's a huge campus. The classes are actually really small, which I like because you have more of an opportunity to meet other students, and you can meet people from other countries because there's a lot of foreigners also studying here, but also gives you a good opportunity to meet with Spaniards, which will help you practice your Spanish as well. So yeah, and also like because the classes are smaller, like one of my classes, the professor knew everybody, so it was kind of nice. You could go and talk to her, and she would recognize you and know your face. I personally felt that the staff here at Madrid with the EAP was very helpful. Some people might say, like, in the beginning of the program you have to find your own housing, so people might say that that's a bit difficult because like people don't really help you, but for me I thought that was a really good experience, and I know that if you went to go ask personally they would help you find something. One of my favorite classes that I'm taking currently is called Security and International Relations, and it's in the campus of Somos Aguas, which is where you have all your poli-sci and sociology classes, or the social sciences. But it's a really good class, it's structured really well, and the topic is really interesting. We talk about security, so if you're an international studies major or a poli-sci major, it's a really good class to take.
After about 4 weeks of waiting and searching, I finally found the classes I want to take, and they include topics on history of Spain in the 20th century, the cultural anthropology of Spain, and the social structure of Spain.
If you're thinking of coming to Complutense for a year, stop thinking and just do it, because it'll be an experience that you'll never forget.
It's amazing here. It's just being here from the summer where I thought I knew everything already, every place to go, and to now I've discovered so many different restaurants, people, bars. There's just so many hidden treasures in this city that it takes more than a year actually to know it all. And it's a great experience. You go out there by yourself, you learn more about yourself, you learn more about another culture, you learn another language. What's not to love?
I decided to stay here for a year because really one semester is not enough. For me and everyone that I've talked to, we felt like towards the end of the first semester we still hadn't fallen in love with Spain and with Madrid, and now I can say that I totally love Madrid, and I really don't want to leave, and it's been a consensus, I feel like, with everyone that I've talked to who are staying here for the year. They didn't have as good of a first semester, but now they're really enjoying themselves.
It's just something that you will never regret. So I strongly advise for you to just get out of your couch, get out of wherever you're at, and just go to the EAP office, and if you can, sign up for Madrid.
After a week or so, you start to feel like Madrid is home.